Previously, on the practice.
All 9 victims had dogs. Mr. Hinks met all of them in various parks and streets while walking his dog.
My opinion is Mr. Hinks is suffering from delusions. Basically, he thinks he killed those women.
We find the defendant, William Hinks, not guilty.
Lindsay, the man did not kill anybody.
Jeannie, he did.
Can I vote?
I am issuing a restraining order requiring Mr. Hinks not to contact, follow, or approach Ms. Dole and Ms. Hatcher, and to stay at all times at least 1,000 feet from them, their homes, and their offices.
To Lindsay with affection. It's a little dog. Who's sending you a dog?
On count 1, murder in the first degree, we find the defendant, Scott Wallace, not guilty.
He fired me.
What? Who?
Harry Duval.
The employees don't want him around. They don't even want him in the building.
What about you, Harry?
I don't want you around either, Scott. And whether you killed Karen or not, you're just not the same man I used to know.
Scott! Is this just the anesthesia?
If you kill yourself, people are going to say, see, he killed her, he killed himself. Is that the legacy that you really want to leave, Scott?
No.
He had this look on his face. He just seemed a little outside of himself.
What do you mean?
I mean, something snapped in this guy. At first, it just seemed like he was going to kill himself. And then he turned the gun on Duval and he just started shooting. I mean, I'm just thankful he didn't shoot me.
You didn't know he had brought the gun?
Of course not.
He just pulled it out. I don't even know from where.
What was his demeanor?
Well, he was building into this rage, you know. He was building up and up. And then we thought he was going to kill himself. Then a kind of calm came over him.
Calm in what way?
Well, when Duval said, don't do it, don't kill yourself, and Scott said, you're absolutely right, he said it was with this evil revenge kind of calm. That's the best way I can describe it.
Do you think this was a revenge killing?
Absolutely.
From your observation, he knew what he was doing.
Oh, he knew exactly. This guy didn't snap here. He made a decision. He decided to kill this Duval guy. And he did it.
You're sure about that from your observation?
I'm totally sure. It was an execution.
Rejected.
Mitchell, I didn't even tell you the offer.
It doesn't matter, Helen. That should tell you something.
Oh, come on. You can't be expecting to win this. The guy's sitting in a van with 100 grams of heroin.
And I keep telling you, my client is a chemist whose only mistake was working so hard he fell asleep at the wheel. He had no idea those drugs were there.
Mitchell, we used to date. You forget I could always tell when you were lying.
But you could never tell when I wasn't.
I'm not after your client. I'm after his boss. All I need is a name.
Helen.
He's facing 15 years. We're offering 5. Why would you turn that down?
Because I'm not a DA anymore. I'm a defense lawyer. That's one reason. The other is my client is innocent.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Hey, I'm pregnant.
So am I.
Me too.
Hey, is this dog
dog gonna live here now?
His name is Chopper. And yeah, until he gets house trained and I know that he won't pee on my carpet. Ugh, there.
Jimmy, my office.
What's wrong?
You told the police that Scott Wallace acted with premeditation?
He did.
You're his lawyer. How...
Not on this, I'm not. Eleanor and I were witnesses.
And Eleanor correctly said he snapped.
I don't agree.
Whether you...
You weren't there, so how do you know what's correct?
I know Scott's mental state.
I was in the room.
You basically screwed our insanity defense.
I was in the room.
If there was even a question.
There wasn't. Not to me. He didn't snap. He knew exactly what he was doing. I was a witness. And I don't appreciate you telling me to ignore the truth.
I wasn't.
Or feeding me what you think the truth should be. I was in the room.
What happened in that room was the result of many things that took place before.
I told him what I saw.
All right. Bobby, of course he should tell the truth.
Well, if you're wrong, Jimmy, your mistake could cost a man a life sentence.
That was way out of line.
Scott Wallace...
I don't care. You were way out of line.
The front end was up against a telephone pole, completely smashed. It was a white van with the words Grace Pharmaceutical on the side.
Officer, did you see anyone behind the wheel?
Yes. I didn't at first. His head was kind of hunched. But as I got closer, I could see it was the defendant.
How would you describe the defendant's condition?
He had a deep laceration on the left side of his forehead. There was blood on his head and also on the windshield. When the ESU arrived, they transported Mr. Macklin to the hospital.
Officer, when the defendant went to the hospital, what happened to his van?
It was taken to the police impound yard, where a routine inventory search was done.
Were you present for that search?
Yes.
Could you tell the jury what you found?
We found a black bag containing what we later determined to be 115 grams of heroin. We also recovered 2 large barrels, the first containing several gallons of phenylacetic acid, the other with a similar quantity of methylene.
Officer, do you know what those chemicals are used for?
Yes, to make a drug called methamphetamine.
You found those items in the rear compartment of the van?
That's correct.
There were no drugs found in the passenger compartment?
We didn't find any.
And you also didn't find any drugs on my client, did you?
No.
What about fingerprints? Did you find any of my client's fingerprints in the black bag you mentioned?
No readable prints were recovered.
Thank you, officer. Nothing further.
The witness may step down. We'll break for lunch, resume at 2 o'clock. We're adjourned.
I still think we can resolve this.
Helen.
It's a lot of drugs, more than any street-level soldier gets to carry. Look, our next witness is going to testify that he saw your client put the bag in the van. Why would you...
We're not interested in your deals.
He's looking at 15 years.
I am beginning to get angry now.
Commonwealth versus Scott Wallace, murder in the first degree, murder...
Bobby Donald for the defendant, Your Honor, waive reading, enter plea of not guilty by reason of temporary insanity. Given my client's mental infirmity, we would be requesting bail.
Denied.
So we'd also be requesting an early trial date since Mr. Wallace's continued deterioration.
Mr. Bay?
I could be ready in 2 weeks, Your Honor.
Trial date in 2 weeks. Defendant stays in custody.
Your Honor, the court should know 2 lawyers from Mr. Donald's firm will be witnesses.
My client is prepared to waive the conflicts.
Whoa, just a second. It's not that simple. 2 of your lawyers will be witnesses? How so?
They were present at the shooting.
I want affidavits from the attorneys, and I'll hear from you again on this before I agree. I have grave concerns, Mr. Donald. We're in recess.
I'll be in to see you this afternoon. Again, do not talk to anybody. No guards, no inmates. Wait for me to get there.
Temp insanity? Are you sure the victim didn't commit suicide?
You know, Richard, for such a clever guy, you should be able to figure out why everybody hates you.
I'll carry that remark with me through the trial.
Who is it that's asking?
Not sure, ma'am. One of the prisoners.
This is how stupid they're getting. They're asking to see prosecutors.
Right through here.
Ms. Gamble.
Oh, Mr. Macklin, I can't speak to you. You're represented by counsel.
No, I'm not.
Did you fire Mr. Reese?
I can't fire him, Ms. Gamble. He works for them. The people I work for, he works for.
Hold on,
I want to plead.
Mr. Macklin, you have counsel.
No, I don't. And if you tell Mr. Reese that we had this conversation, I'll be killed. My whole family will. I want to help you, but you have to help me.
The motion's about whether I can represent you. Technically, since lawyers at my firm are material witnesses, that would prevent me from being able to represent you without a waiver. I'm going to have Dr. Murphy examine you again, okay? He's the same doctor I had look at you before. Scott, I need for you to talk to me here. And I need for you to talk to Dr. Murphy.
What's the point now, Bobby?
Look, you may think everything's over now, and you know what? Maybe it is. But maybe it doesn't have to be. Your whole life depends on this next month. Don't lose 50 years because you feel like sulking. Scott, I won't pretend to know what you're going through. But I do know you need help. And you need to let me help you. And the doctors. You've trusted me up to now. You gotta keep trusting me. Okay?
Okay.
And he wants to talk to you.
First of all, you shouldn't have continued the conversation.
I only did it because it seemed to be a matter of life and death. And if what he is saying is true, then he doesn't really have counsel, does he?
Where is he now?
In a cell. I can have him here in 30 seconds.
There has to be a defense attorney present.
Why?
Because there does. Mr. Young? Mr. Young, this is Kevin Macklin. I need you to just stand here while I figure this out.
Figure what out?
Just hold a wall up for a second, please. All right, Mr. Macklin. What is it you wanted to see me about?
Like I told Ms. Gamble, I want to plead guilty.
Whoa, Your Honor, I'm out of here.
Stay still, Mr. Young. If you want to plead guilty, sir, that is your right. But you need to discuss that with your lawyer.
Mr. Reese doesn't really represent me. When I got arrested, the people I work for arranged for him to defend me. His job is to make sure I don't talk to the police. And if he found out we were having this conversation right now, I'd be dead.
Okay, Mr. Macklin. Let's see what happens. Mr. Young, as of now, I'm appointing you this defendant's shadow counsel.
Shadow what?
I am removing Mr. Reese with Mr. Macklin's consent, and I am assigning you in his place.
Well, you can't do that.
I can do it, and it's done. In the next 8 hours, I expect you to conference this case with your client, with the district attorney, and with anybody else who can make my life easier.
What about Reese?
Until I say so, nobody says anything to Mr. Reese. Are we clear?
Your Honor,
I'll adjourn the case until tomorrow. If there is no resolution by then, I intend to proceed with the trial.
I have to work in this courthouse. My reputation with the state, that's one thing. But these are my colleagues. I can't start representing their clients behind their backs.
Under the circumstances, I don't think we have much of a choice.
What are you going to tell Reese?
That the judge suddenly isn't feeling well, and the case is continued until tomorrow. That's all he has to know.
You're putting me into a position where I
Talk
can't...
to your client, Eugene. I want an update by the end of the day.
She's sick?
Evidently. We're continued to tomorrow.
She's probably in a hotel christening some new public defender.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Remember the time we zipped off to a motel during the recess of the Abrams trial?
Okay, don't remind me.
Came back without your underwear.
Please.
Look, I have an insane idea. After the trial's over, loser takes the winner to the North End. Dinner at Emilio's.
Mitchell, let's just try to get through this thing before we start making social plans, okay?
Sure. I better go. I want to see my client before he goes back to county.
Actually, I think he's gone by now. You might have to wait some on that.
Here's a tip, Mr. Macklin. Don't ever tell the prosecutor you're guilty.
What am I supposed to do? I'm not going to jail for these people, not 15 years.
Well, if you deal with the state, you're looking at witness protection.
I know this.
For you and your family. Basically, your life is over, and you get the privilege of starting a new one.
So what happens next?
I'll make the deal. But first, you tell the DA who you work for, and she's going to want details in writing. Now, assuming it makes, you testify. Then you go into witness protection and join your family. You sure you want to do this?
As opposed to 15 years? Yeah, I'm sure.
Could you add a little more foam? Thanks.
Hi, decaf, no whip, non-fat mocha, please. Lindsay. Oops. Judge wouldn't like this.
You have a restraining order against you, 1,000 feet.
It never ends.
Well, now you know, so get out.
Could you put a rush on that mocha, please? I'm trying to elude capture.
The puppy you sent? What a cute idea.
What puppy? What puppy?
The client has completely signed off.
So he's insane when it comes to shooting people, but for capacity to waive conflicts, he's competent.
His mental state is another reason I need to be on this case, Your Honor. Scott Wallace is not very communicative at the moment. He needs somebody he can trust.
But can he fully trust you? Mr. Berluti, it seems, will be a vital prosecutorial witness.
I will represent Mr. Wallace zealously. With no regard for Mr. Berluti's interests, I say that now as an officer of the court.
What about Ms. Frutt? I'm a little concerned that she'll lean more towards being an advocate.
The fact that Ms. Frutt is a member of my firm gives Mr. Bay a free shot. He can impeach with bias.
Yes, and that doesn't help your client, does it?
There certainly are disadvantages here, as well as dangers. But the net result remains. Scott Wallace is best served with me as his attorney.
Mr. Bay?
If the client waives the conflicts, I won't oppose.
Mr. Wallace, are you waiving the conflicts?
Yes, Your Honor.
I strongly advise against it, sir. But I won't stop you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Witness lists by the end of the week. We'll see you for trial in 2 weeks.
Bobby, not that you'd ever take my advice, but I'd at least get a second chair from another firm.
You're right. I never take your advice.
People insult me even when I'm nice.
We stipulate to withdrawing the guilty plea. Enter guilty to narcotic trafficking. Mr. Macklin goes into witness protection. All of this is conditioned on a detailed statement.
And you're confident this man has the information to warrant such a break?
He's the chemist. He's got names, locations. He's a gold mine.
What if he turns out not to be a gold mine?
Then I have the right to call the deal off.
Eugene? A little quiet.
I think the whole thing stinks. Not to betray my new client, but he could be making everything up. And on his word alone, we've gone behind the back of defense counsel. It smells lousy to me.
Do I look like I'm having fun?
All right. Let's bring him in.
Mitchell?
Eugene. Hey. What's going on?
There's no easy way to say this, counsel, so I'll get right to the point. The trial is over.
What do you mean? You're granting a mistrial?
There's no mistrial. Your client, Mr. Macklin, has pled guilty.
Guilty? That's ridiculous. How could he plead guilty without a lawyer?
He had a lawyer. At Mr. Macklin's request, I assigned Eugene Young to replace you.
Excuse me? Where is my client? What is this, some sort of a joke? Get my client in here now.
At his request, Mr. Macklin entered witness protection an hour ago.
Witness protection? Helen?
He claims you were hired to defend him by the drug ring and that you actually work for them.
And you believed him?
He also feared for his life.
So what, you just replaced me? Your Honor, this afternoon, when you asked for a continuance, that was a lie?
At the time, I felt it was best to mislead you.
Helen, you've known me for 12 years. I prosecuted these cases. Didn't you think I deserved to know about this? At least have a chance to defend myself.
How could we tell you? If the client was right, it might get him killed.
Well, you made a mistake. Both of you. I'm going straight to the bar.
Who hired you to represent Kevin Macklin?
Go to hell.
I'll ask you again. Who hired you to represent Kevin Macklin?
I'm not saying anything.
You don't have a choice. Mitchell, this is a subpoena commanding your immediate appearance before a grand jury. Mitchell, it's up to you. You tell us now, or you tell us then.
Attorney-client privilege. Your Honor, the person who hired me is also a client. Who I represent is highly confidential.
The identity of your client is outside the privilege.
Not when you have elements of the crime and revealing the identity could incriminate.
I am ordering you to answer, counsel.
Well, I won't.
He made again.
1 or 2.
You should get him house trained before you bring him in here, Lucy.
He's training here.
So he is a gold mine. They're making arrests now, but he couldn't give them the top names. Only Reese has them.
He won't tell.
He's going before the grand jury today.
Well, does it matter who went in first? 1,000 feet's 1,000 feet. Okay. Thanks.
What'd he say?
They can't arrest him. They're gonna pay him a visit and try to scare him again.
Yeah, that seems to be effective.
Jimmy, can I talk to you? I'm sorry I jumped all over you. The emotion of this case, I apologize.
Okay.
Scott Wallace is a very good friend of mine, and I think...
I understand.
Look, friend, I think I'm in a pretty good position to know whether he's cracking up or... I know everything that led up to this, and I also know you. Being in that room as the shots were being fired.
What are you saying?
I think it's possible that you perceive things other than perhaps they were. You were clearly shaken up.
Bobby, first you try to tell me what the truth is. Now you're trying to influence me.
I'm just saying that...
This is witness tampering. It's illegal. I'm going to leave now before you do or say anything that makes me have to go to the bar.
And if you need a good reason why you shouldn't be doing this case, consider what you just did.
He's upset about the dog.
He said that?
I don't think he gave you the dog, and he's angry that somebody else did.
Who?
I don't know. Maybe the real killer.
Here we go again. William Hanks is the real killer. He's stalking me, Ginny.
The stalking also fits the pattern of his delusions, his wanting to be thought of as...
I'm not going to get into this. Look, since you are treating him, I would just like you to prevail upon him not to stalk me anymore. Can you do that?
I can't promise I'll be effective, but I'll certainly try.
Thank you. And thank you so much for bringing me into this to begin with.
His being upset over the dog doesn't make sense to me. Not if he's the one who gave it to you.
No, it's like talking to a brick wall. You know, I think she's the one suffering from delusions.
Michael McGuire just called. They're on their way to see him.
Good. Now, can we talk about you in the Wallace case? 365 Federal? You know, Jeannie thinks because you feel responsible for putting Scott back out on the street, you could be obsessed with defending him here because you feel the need to defend yourself.
That is a pile of...
It makes sense.
It's ridiculous. I'm not even going to discuss it.
Yeah, Bobby... Fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I saw him right in the rearview mirror. He picked me up, I was in the cab, I looked in the mirror, and it was him.
What are you waiting for, Mike? Get this guy.
You want me to do it? I'd be happy to.
I'm in it this far.
Helen, you used to go out with this guy. You really want to be hauling him before the grand jury?
No, but... you don't know the case. I should...
So you can bring me up to speed.
I'll do it. There was a time when you represented a client named Kevin Macklin.
Until yesterday. You subverted the judicial process and conspired to replace me.
I only have one question, sir. Who hired you to represent Kevin Macklin?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of attorney-client privilege and under the protection afforded me by the United States Constitution and Article 12 of the Massachusetts Declaration of Rights.
It's another way of saying you don't want to incriminate yourself.
I refuse to answer on the grounds already stated.
I'm sorry, Mr. Reese. It's not that easy. You're not a target of this investigation. You've been given full transactional immunity for any crime that is revealed by your testimony. I can't prosecute you for anything you say. That means you have to answer the question.
My answer would violate the attorney-client privilege.
A judge has rejected that argument. Who hired you to represent Kevin Macklin? Who approached you? Who paid you? Think about what you're doing, Mitchell. Your reputation. Your license to practice. You are risking incarceration for contempt.
Contempt? You're a hypocrite, Helen. Everything you've done here has shown contempt for this system.
Please answer the question.
I'm gone.
Bailiff, please stop Mr. Reese.
You've got to be kidding.
Mitchell Reese, you're being held for contempt of the grand jury.
You don't know what you're doing, Helen. You have no idea what you're doing.
Motion in what?
Limine. The prosecution is trying to suppress everything about your wife's death.
Well, that's good for us, isn't it?
No, Scott, that's not good for us. We need to prove you were insane when you killed Harry Duvall. What you went through. It helps explain your state of mind.
No. If the jury thinks that I killed Karen...
They won't. You were acquitted.
It doesn't matter, Bobby. Don't you get it? I lost my job, all of my friends. Nobody cares that I was acquitted. They still think I'm guilty.
I need to prove your mental condition.
No. You're making me look like a murderer.
Scott, this is our only chance. We can't win this any other way. Look at me. Dr. Murphy is prepared to support our theory of temporary insanity. But you did bring a gun to the meeting. Why? Did you go there to kill him, Scott?
No. No, I planned to kill myself in front of him. I figured my own blood on his hands. And then, suddenly, better his blood on mine.
And when you turned to Eleanor and Jimmy, and you said, bet you're glad I ran out of bullets, would you have shot them too, Scott?
Maybe.
You used to be a prosecutor, Mitchell. I just can't believe it.
Why am I sitting here?
Because his story's checking out. Look, completely off the record.
Oh, yes, let me trust you.
You can. I think you know you still can. The man's life was in danger. I had to do what I did. Look, completely off the record. Not that they're after you anyway. Off the record. Why?
Go away, Helen.
Mitchell, talk to me.
You have no right to judge me.
That's not why I'm here. I am trying to understand. Why would you do this?
At first, it was just supposed to be some arraignments. Make your appearance, argue for bail. Over time, it's a lot of money. I started taking trials. Cash. Up front. Win or lose.
And you started throwing cases.
Never. Never. I always do the best I can for my client. Sometimes I even win. There's only one rule. Nobody talks. No matter what the state offers, nobody talks.
Mitchell, sometimes that amounts to tanking cases. Just give us names.
I'm not going to reveal who my client is, Helen.
Too ethical?
You can go. I'm not talking.
I was just trying to save the guy.
You really think you saved him? Witness protection? Doesn't matter. These people will find him. You haven't saved anybody.
Guard?
Chopper! Chopper, where are you? Chopper. Come here, boy.
Chopper!
I'd like to dust the whole place.
Why aren't you picking him up?
Lindsay, we don't even know for
We
sure.
know, Michael. We know who did this.
All right, Lindsay, hold on.
You hold on. You don't have a psycho after you.
Why can't you bring him in for questioning?
We can do that.
Then let's. He okay?
No.
I just came from court. I told the judge I had no good faith basis to believe holding you in contempt would result in your revealing the names. You're free to go.
Helen, I won't begin to defend working for the people or doing. But this shadow counsel thing, going behind a defense attorney's back, it's equally unethical. Maybe more so.
No, it isn't, Mitchell. I'm sorry you can't see that.
It's prior bad acts. It's inadmissible.
That's a defense argument.
It's also totally irrelevant who else he may have killed.
It goes directly to our insanity defense. It is not irrelevant.
It's always a different angle.
I'd like to be able to finish my argument.
Bobby, how can you even stand here today in good conscience? Why don't you turn around and face the Duvall family? Because of your brilliant legal maneuvering, Scott Wallace got to go back on the street. Because you were able to spin reasonable doubt, an innocent man was shot down.
Mr. Bay.
Needs to be said.
You killed him! Not me! You arrested the wrong man.
Counsel!
I want to respond to that. You drove him crazy! He lost his wife, you accused him. You took away his life, his sanity. Mr. Duvall is dead because of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts! The Commonwealth of Massachusetts! Don't be blaming me. You killed him.
Bobby.
They killed him. They did it.
I'm allowing evidence of the first crime to be introduced. However, Mr. Donnell, I advised you once to get off this case because of the inherent conflicts. I reissue that advisement for emotional reasons as well. You can do
Come on, Bobby. Let's go.
Look, I'm happy to say I've committed multiple homicides. But I wouldn't be caught dead driving a cab. It's only under duress I would even hail one. They all smell of those hideous little evergreen tree fresheners.
Where were you yesterday afternoon?
Belmont. Grove Street Park, walking my dog. Looking to meet a new friend.
Were you with anybody?
I go alone. In case I do meet that friend.
He's lying.
He may be, but...
I saw him, Michael. It was him. I don't care if it was a rearview mirror. It was him. I know it.
I don't know where he would get a taxi cab.
It was him.
I'll check with the cab company, see if any were reported missing. I'll let you know.
So basically, he doesn't believe you.
He questions my ID, yeah.
Well, we're getting a guard. One for here, another for our apartment. Lucy, could you take care of that?
Done.
So what's the meeting about?
Well, the firm has some concerns. We all think it would be best not to represent Scott Wallace.
Forget it.
Bobby, 2 people here are witnesses.
I covered that. The client waived the conflicts.
It isn't just that.
Then what is it, Eugene? Why don't you tell me?
I'll tell you. You are losing it in court today, Bobby. You're too close to this. You're too emotional.
I was emotional because my wife is being threatened by some psycho.
Well, whatever the reason.
I'm doing it.
It isn't your decision. It should be subject to a partnership vote. I'm sorry, Bobby, but I agree with him.
Scott will be served better.
Scott Wallace is in a psychological crisis right now, Eugene. You know that. He needs an attorney he has a trust with. I can better represent him than any other lawyer.
We should vote, Bobby.
Fine. All those in favor of me representing him. All opposed. The ayes have it. Nice ambush, Lindsay.
Can't you see how emotional you're getting?
I was worried about you, for God's sake.
Do you feel responsible for the shooting? Bobby, look, you believed his wife committed suicide.
I still do.
In which case, you couldn't possibly foresee that he would walk into a meeting with a gun.
I know.
You can't put this thing on yourself, Bobby.
I'm not doing that, Lindsay. It's just... I'm the only one who can help him here. I can't pull out on him now. You have to let me do it.
Helen?
What happened?
Down here. It looks like a hit.
What happened to witness protection?
What?
He was supposed to be in witness protection.
Nobody told me anything about that. Watch your step. They say he used to be a DA. Helen, you okay?
Previously on The Practice.
His name is William Hinks. He's a serial psycho head chopper. We just successfully got acquitted. Now he's obsessed or something with Lindsay. I just want you to scare him.
I'll take care of it, Bobby.
Hello, Lindsay. If you're getting this, it's at the instructions of my probate attorney, which means I must be dead. That's unfortunate. I usually like to have the last laugh. This is my little insurance policy on that.
Get out.
What?
Go!
Can't go in there. Can't go in there. Get back. Get back.
Let me look out!
Get back.
Lucy! Look out! Lucy! Look out! I'm going with her. Never mind.
Come on, Randy, get through here. Come on.
Step aside, please.
People, get out of the way. Coming through.
Coming through.
You gotta get through here. Move out your way.
Right here. You just stay calm. I'm right here. Can you tell me your injuries?
Not yet.
I'm right here with you.
Heart stopped. Get the paddles.
Charging at 200. Clear.
Nothing.
Charging at 360. Clear.
Okay, she's back. She's back, okay.
20-year-old female. BP is 120/90.
I want to be with her.
You can't, sir. You have to wait here. What have you got?
35-year-old female in an explosion went into full arrest.
How long was she down?
80 over 0 response. Unconscious.
Sir, I'm sorry. You cannot go past this point.
You learn anything more?
Just explosion. That's all I got.
Lucy was conscious. I think she's okay.
Beck isn't.
Dr. Evans to OR Nurses Station. Dr. Evans to OR Nurses Station. Dr. Hoffman to medical records. Dr. Hoffman to medical records.
Have you received any threats or...
To bomb us? No.
Lucy Hatcher?
That's us.
She's okay. She suffered a concussion and a couple of lacerations. Other than that, just some bruises. The x-rays were all negative.
Can we see her?
She's being stitched up. After that, they'll bring her out.
What about Rebecca Washington?
The other doctors are treating her. I'll check for you.
Bobby, is she okay?
We don't know.
Oh,
The doctors are still working on her.
what happened?
There was some kind of explosion in the office.
What were her injuries?
We're not sure yet.
Or is she conscious or...
I don't think so.
Hey, 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 Lucy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you all right?
Yeah, just some stitches.
What happened?
William Hanks.
What?
There was a tape recorder with a message in it. Something about him getting the last laugh, and Beck said run, and then everything just blew up.
The voice. He identified himself as Hinks.
I know his voice.
Jimmy.
Lucy's okay. We don't know about Rebecca. Hinks sent the bomb.
Can I talk to you a bit about this tape recorder?
Yeah.
I'd also like you to talk to some people from our bomb squad.
How'd it get there?
Hinks's probate attorney sent it over.
Do you know his name?
There might have been a letter, but I don't remember.
Dr. Shaw to ER. Dr. Shaw.
Rebecca Washington?
That's my daughter.
She suffered some pretty tough internal injuries. There's also some swelling in the brain. She's still unconscious and probably will stay that way until, well, the swelling goes down. We need to repair her spleen, and it's possible that she may lose a kidney. She's on her way to the OR now.
Is she gonna live, Doctor?
Well, we're hoping she will, yes.
We're all hoping. The question is, will she?
Well, we'll know better once we get in there. I'll come out as soon as we're finished.
Doctor, No transfusions.
I'm sorry?
My daughter, she's a Jehovah's Witness. She can't have any blood transfusions.
She's not a Jehovah's Witness.
She is.
Elaine,
Bobby, I know my daughter's faith. And she would not want a transfusion under any circumstances.
Mrs. Washington, she's already lost a lot of blood. To withhold a transfusion at this point would pose a very grave risk.
You can do the surgery. You can use non-blood alternatives, but no blood.
Are there any other family members here?
I'm her only family.
Elaine, I think...
Bobby, no.
What are we facing?
Well, we can do auto transfusions for the surgery.
What's that mean?
Well, we basically recycle her own blood, but she's lost almost 3 liters coming in. The odds of her surviving without a transfusion...
Let me talk to her.
Bobby, I said no. Do the surgery, no blood.
1 second, Elaine.
This is my daughter.
1 second. What do I need to do?
I'm sorry?
To authorize the transfusion.
Well, you need to convince the mother.
The patient's intent.
I can't take your word over her mother's on what the patient's intent is. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go over to the mother, then I'll come back to you and tell you she consented. Then you'll be authorized to give the transfusion. Then you'll be covered.
This authorization isn't to technically cover the surgeons. It's to protect the patient's rights.
How is this patient protected if she's going to die?
Mr. Donnell, the ethics of this arena are perhaps a little different than the one you're used to playing in.
Tell me, how does it become more ethical to let her die in your arena, Doctor?
I'm sorry, but this hospital needs more than your personal assurance to perform this transfusion.
I'm going to court first thing in the morning. In the meantime, keep working on Elaine. Okay?
We found this correspondence in the debris. It's from Roland Hofstra. He's a probate attorney.
Dear Miss Dole, my client bequeathed this item to you. Sincerely, Roland Hofstra.
Lucy must have thrown it away.
She could have. She was kind of in a daze over her rape case.
How's Rebecca?
She's still in surgery. Bobby's gonna go into court.
The mother still won't budge.
Detective?
Eleanor?
Kevin?
My God, what happened? It's like a bomb went off.
Wheelchair to admitting. Wheelchair to admitting. Dr. Behringer to ER3. Dr. Behringer to ER3.
We repaired the spleen. No other internal organs were damaged. We didn't have to take the kidney. She came to pretty well. The blood loss is still a major concern. Her heart rate is 168. It should be in the 70s. Right now, our biggest worry is that she could go into shock.
Can I see her?
She'll be taken to ICU. You can see her there in about an hour.
Thank you.
She really needs blood, Mrs. Washington. I'll have a nurse bring you to the ICU.
Elaine, please.
Eugene, when she was in surgery, you sat there for a long time with your eyes closed. What were you doing?
Praying?
You turned to your faith. My daughter and I would like to turn to ours.
No warning, no hearing.
Okay, did you facilitate the relationship?
No, I knew about it, but that's it. I was fired because a fellow teacher had an affair with a student, and I didn't report it. That's the extent of my participation, if you could even call it that.
Were you involved in a cover-up?
No,
or...
Eleanor, you know me. I would never.
Okay. The teacher who had the affair, he's a friend.
Yes. That's probably the problem. They're finding me guilty by association. It's not right. I didn't do anything wrong.
When's the hearing with the school board?
This afternoon.
And you're coming to me now?
I was gonna have my union rep do it, but...
Kevin, one of my partners just got critically injured. I don't think that I'm...
Okay. Actually, the distraction, there's nothing we can really do here.
I'll do this. Let me take one shot with the principal. What's he like?
Usually fair, but he's also stubborn.
Is he at school now?
I'm sure he is.
Let's go.
What do you expect me to do?
Give me a court order.
To override a person's religious freedom?
It's my opinion that Rebecca Washington would want the transfusion.
And that would mean something if your opinion mattered, but it doesn't, Mr. Donald. You have no standing here and you know it.
I believe an argument can be made to substitute my judgment for the mother's.
Even if that's true, that argument is certainly not going to be made ex parte.
Time is of the essence.
Then why did you come here without Mrs. Washington? She was in the hospital room with you.
Your Honor.
You came looking for a favor.
Your Honor, I believe
But I don't give them. And truth be told, I'm offended that you'd think...
I don't give a damn whether you're offended or not. A person could die here.
However close to her you may be.
If she doesn't get the transfusion, she will die.
I'll give you a hearing. With the mother. Give her notice right now, and I'll see you in an hour.
It's only a presumption in favor of family members. It's not codified anywhere.
Just print the cases. I'll read them on the way over.
The best ones are from New Jersey.
I highlighted First Circuit.
You okay?
It's just my stupid back.
That was Eugene. She's still unconscious.
Come on, Lindsay. We should go. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just go.
I just thought, without trivializing the infraction of a teacher having a sexual liaison with a student, we can all agree Kevin Riley never condoned Milton Buttle's actions, and...
I don't think that we can agree to that at all. Your client was complicit with his silence, Miss Tutt.
Excuse me, it's Fret. And while we can question Kevin's decision to remain silent, nothing in his behavior suggests that he either approved of the affair
Nothing in
or
his
even...
behavior suggests he disapproved of it.
That isn't true, Stephen.
Kevin, a punishment must be proportionate to the crime. Wouldn't you agree there, Mr. Harper?
I would.
And does this seem proportionate? Kevin got the same sanction as Milton Buttle.
This sounds like an argument you should probably be making with the school board.
I was hoping it wouldn't have to come to that.
Well, I'm afraid it will. My decision is final here.
You know, my uncle's a teacher.
Oh, well, then by all means, Mr. Riley, you're reinstated. We had no idea Mr. Berluti had an uncle.
I don't think we need to get sarcastic. What I was about to say, my uncle, he keeps telling me how we need good teachers, how there's this big shortage. And here, this is a good one.
The reason we need more teachers, Mr. Berluti, is that people are forsaking the profession due to the continuing erosion of respect for educators, which erosion we will never stem until we begin to get serious about weeding out the bad ones.
That's a bunch of garbage, Scott.
Kevin?
Well, you think the teaching profession will flourish with you as the poster boy?
Mr. Riley, if Lisa Greer had been 1 year younger, your face might be appearing on posters along with Milton Buttle's.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
All right, look. This isn't a decision we made easily, but it is one which was nevertheless warranted, and I'll stick by it. If you want to take your case to the school board, you are certainly free to do so. Any other way I can be helpful, Miss Frutt?
Well, maybe a tip. I've never appeared before the school board before, so I was wondering, does your kind of blatant condescension prove to be persuasive there?
I think we're done.
No, Mr. Harper. We're not.
I thought it was a tape recorder.
Where were you keeping it, Mr. Hofstra?
Look, I'm not comfortable answering
We're
all
not
of-
going anywhere, Mr. Hofstra. You will answer these questions. Please sit. Where were you keeping it?
in a safety deposit box.
And he instructed you to deliver it to Miss Dole upon his death.
Yes.
Why didn't you identify it as coming from Mr. Hinks?
That was one of the stipulations in the codicil.
that he didn't want to be identified.
Did you know Mr. Hinks to be an alleged serial killer?
Well, certainly he talked about it, but... Miss Gamble, it was a will. I am a trust and estates attorney. I thought it was a tape recorder. I had it in my own safe. I never suspected it to be a bomb.
Place him under arrest.
What?
Right now, it's an accessory to a felony. If Rebecca Washington dies, that felony becomes murder.
You can't be serious.
Michael.
Mr. Hofstra, you can go.
Richard.
Do not leave the jurisdiction. Now get out. Helen.
Richard, a woman is almost dead.
You know me. I like to arrest everybody. But the thing was in his own safety deposit box. He clearly didn't think it was a bomb.
It's still negligence. He knows the guy to be a killer.
And even if there were a case, you essentially just squashed it yourself. You didn't Mirandize the guy.
Come on.
Lawyer or not, he has to be read his rights.
Only if it's custodial.
Which it became once you wouldn't let him leave. Look, emotions are running high here. But there's no case to be made against this attorney. At least not yet.
Though there might be a presumption in favor of family members, it's not conclusive. I direct the court's attention in Ray, 1987, case in New Jersey. There, the court wanted to vest decisions of medical treatment with the most concerned parties.
Wouldn't it be tough to beat the mother on that?
Not when the mother is refusing the transfusion, risking the patient's life. There are also two other legal standards being employed by the courts. Best interests of the patient. Here again, saving her life would be in her best interests.
Your Honor, this is about a religious choice. The cases Mr. Donald talks about involve medical decisions. Certainly, if Mrs. Washington were trying to impose her medical judgments, the doctors or the courts could step in. That is not what she is doing. She is exercising a religious freedom.
Yes, the mother's freedom. This does not reflect what Rebecca would want, which brings us to the substituted judgment standard. In the absence of a clear directive from the patient, the court can substitute its judgment for that patient. And in looking to...
Hold on, Mr. Donald. Jehovah's Witnesses are against blood transfusions. Is there any dispute about that? It seems then that the only question is whether or not Ms. Washington is in fact a Jehovah's Witness, because if she is...
She isn't.
We have the declaration of her mother. I can also proffer other Jehovah's Witnesses who've attended meetings with her.
Even if she is, I submit there are Jehovah's Witnesses who would take the transfusion.
Oh, come on, counsel.
Just like there are Catholics who favor birth control and Jews who believe in Jesus. Just because somebody subscribes to a particular religion doesn't mean he or she accepts all the tenets practiced.
But certainly the presumption would have to be that she wouldn't want the transfusion.
How can you make that presumption when the likely result is death? Shouldn't the benefit of the doubt go to her surviving?
Look, unless you can demonstrate that Ms. Washington would accept a transfusion, can you?
I believe with a short evidentiary hearing, we could prove that she would want the transfusion, yes.
Let's go then.
Well, we need an hour to get our witnesses.
You have an hour.
What are you gonna do?
I'm open to suggestions. Actually, Rebecca told you once that she would want the transfusion, right? No, Fox would see through that. I think she told Lucy.
Bobby,
I can't just let her die.
you're not gonna suborn perjury.
Everybody can sue me after she wakes up.
No, Bobby, I won't let you.
What are we supposed to do, Lindsay? Sit back
You're
and...
not gonna lie to the court.
Dr. Blair, Dr. Hamilton, the TCU staff.
Eugene?
No change. They just gave her a CAT scan. Yeah. Swelling on her brain is going down. That's good. What happened in court?
The judge wants a hearing. We have to go back. Why are all of you doing this?
We love her. I know you do too. Everybody's just trying to do what they think is right.
She feels so cold.
It's the blood loss, Elaine. Her extremities are getting cold. Can I ask, what's the harm in giving her blood?
It's a biblical prohibition, Eugene. I'm right here, baby. Your mother's right here. All right, Mr. Donald, let's hear from you.
I'd like to call a witness, Your Honor.
Yes, I gathered as much. Go ahead.
I call Helene Washington to the stand.
I'm sorry. What is going on?
We're trying to determine Rebecca Washington's intent here. Her mother is claiming she knows that intent. I'd like to explore.
My client has faced enough persecution, Your Honor. Her daughter is deathly ill. Now she's forced to be in court.
Her daughter is deathly ill because of this witness, and we're in court.
I object to that.
Bobby? Mr. Donald, I am not going to allow you to beat answers out of this witness to bolster.
Am I allowed an evidentiary hearing here or not?
Forgive my breach of decorum, but get your ass up to this bench right now. With all due respect to your emotion, and I know it runs deep here, I will not allow you to abuse this process, that woman, or me. Have you got that, Mr. Donald?
Yes.
You keep yourself in check and in line. All right, Mrs. Washington, please take the witness chair.
There's a superintendent there, Marcia Shin, known as the Dragon Lady.
Well, we won't be calling her that. Are they close?
No, they're basically enemies.
They don't look like enemies at the moment.
Okay, let's get started. This meeting of the Winslow School Board is hereby called to order. Karen Sawyer will be recording minutes. We are to review Principal Harper's decision to terminate the employment of Kevin Riley. Now, Mr. Harper, we'll begin with you. Would you briefly state the cause of the discharge and please limit yourself to 3 minutes.
One of my teachers, Milton Buttle, was sleeping with a student. Kevin Riley knew about it and sat on the information. If I have any time left over, I'd like to give it to Miss Frudd.
How long have we known each other, Helene?
More than 10 years.
And over that time, I've seen your daughter almost every single day, haven't I?
I'm sure that's true.
How often do you see her?
Not as much as I'd like.
1 day a week? Less?
Less. But that doesn't mean that we're not close.
No, it doesn't. But can you make room for the possibility that I know more about her life than perhaps you do?
I'm sure you know lots of things about her I don't. But clearly you had little idea as to her religious beliefs.
Which is odd, isn't it? Isn't it customary for Jehovah's Witnesses to preach their faith to others?
Not all Jehovah's Witnesses are comfortable doing that.
Not all. We're talking about Rebecca. Have you ever known Rebecca to be shy or uncomfortable expressing her opinion?
No. But perhaps she feared bigotry. Not everybody's as open-minded as you, Bobby.
Yes, let's talk about bigotry. Have you ever known Rebecca to be guilty of bigotry?
No.
In fact, I don't know anybody who rebels against oppression or prejudice more than her. Do you?
Probably not.
How do Jehovah's Witnesses feel about homosexuals?
Homosexuality is considered a sin.
Have you ever known Rebecca to condemn homosexuality?
No.
What about divorce? Under your faith, a married couple is only allowed to divorce in cases of adultery. Anything else would be a sin. Am I right?
Yes.
And yet Rebecca has represented clients, negotiated, even facilitated divorces in cases other than adultery. Is that consistent with being a Jehovah's Witness?
My daughter is against blood transfusions.
She said that to you specifically.
She didn't have to say it specifically. It's fundamental to our faith. Leviticus says, "Whatsoever man eateth any manner of blood, he will cut him off from among his people."
So she might be against transfusions, but not necessarily homosexuals and divorce.
Objection.
Your Honor, Rebecca Washington's life is at stake here. Her life. If there's even a question as to whether she really is a Jehovah's Witness...
There is no question. Rebecca has a problem with bigotry. I grant you she probably does disagree with the condemnation of homosexuality,
What about
but...
premarital sex? That's a sin, too, according to the Jehovah's Witness faith. Does your daughter condemn premarital sex?
I'm sure she may have issue with some of our tenets. But as for our fundamental ones, and this would be...
When she became a lawyer, did you attend her swearing-in ceremony?
Yes, I did, and you were there, too.
I remember her pledging allegiance to the flag. That's against your religion, isn't it?
As long as you don't conscientiously participate
She was saying the words, pledging her allegiance to an emblem. What about abortion? That's prohibited by your religion, isn't it?
Very.
Would you consider that one of the fundamental tenets?
I would.
Would Rebecca ever have an abortion?
Absolutely not.
Did you know she had one? Did you know your daughter had an abortion, Helene?
No, I didn't.
Homosexuality, divorce, premarital sex, saluting flags, abortion. Jehovah's Witnesses are against all these things, yet Rebecca doesn't condemn any of them. She is not a Jehovah's Witness.
She is. And she's against blood transfusions.
Why doesn't she carry a blood card? Jehovah's typically carry blood cards to prevent transfusions, don't they?
It is not a requirement.
But if she were really opposed to such a transfusion, did she just forget to put it in her wallet, Helene?
Objection!
It's your own daughter, for God's sake.
Your Honor!
You're letting her die.
Counsel.
Objection!
Your own daughter! You're letting this voodoo.
Objection!
Mr. Donnell!
Your own daughter.
As you go through the teacher's handbook, the principal's bylines, and the board's own directives, nowhere does it call for a teacher's discharge for failing to report the misconduct of another teacher.
Are you claiming that Mr. Harper had no authority to fire Mr. Riley?
I am saying he had discretion, and given that, we should look at Mr. Riley's record in its totality. And in
If you're admitting this is discretionary, Miss Frutt, what's the basis of your challenge?
I am saying Mr. Harper's decision was an abuse of his discretion. To terminate...
Do you agree Milton Buttle should have been fired?
Yes, but...
What if Milton Buttle had carried on this affair using Kevin Riley's apartment?
That never happened.
I'm asking you, what if it did? If Mr. Riley had offered up the keys to his apartment?
That might be participation, but
What if he just offered words of encouragement? Go for it, Milt. Would he have crossed the line there?
I think yes, but again, he didn't do that.
Maybe not. But saying nothing? Can't that be construed as tacit approval?
He did say something to Milton Buttle. He unequivocally denounced the relationship and told him to end it. He only was silent with Stephen Harper and Scott Goober.
Okay, I think we understand your position. Mr. Harper?
You know my position.
The board votes to discharge Kevin Riley. Thank you.
This meeting is adjourned.
Wait a second, what's the rush?
You have an appropriate remedy with the court, should you choose to appeal.
The hell was that, Stephen?
Kevin, the best thing you could do now is start taking responsibility. Miss Frutt, Mr. Berluti.
I'm sorry. That was in the bag.
virtually all the cases, all of them, where the courts are trying to make these tough decisions, they've involved comatose or vegetative patients. The choice was basically death versus vegetable. Here, the choice is death versus full quality of life, complete recovery. The same legal standards can apply. If there's any doubt, I say it again, it has to be in favor of Rebecca Washington's life.
But counsel, I would agree if this was a medical decision. But again, this involves a person's religious freedom.
And I submit she's not a Jehovah's Witness, not for real.
They've given me an affidavit from her fellow congregants. Her mother.
Rebecca and her mother were estranged years ago. Maybe she joined this church to work on their relationship.
You're groping.
I have worked side by side with Rebecca Washington for 12 years. I know her. She doesn't go around preaching to people on the streets. She doesn't condemn homosexuality. She doesn't object to the national anthem. She doesn't denounce premarital sex. She had an abortion herself. She represents clients in divorce cases. None of this is reconcilable with her being a Jehovah's Witness. None of it. And if you want to believe she is, you have to believe she's the kind that doesn't subscribe to all its tenets. And given that, given the possibility that she might not subscribe to the prohibition on transfusions, if there's any question here, please give her the benefit of life. I love this woman, but the doctors can't save her unless you allow them to.
No. Your Honor, may I be heard?
You may.
I know my daughter. We've talked many hours about our faith. She is a Jehovah's Witness. For a Jehovah's Witness, it is against God's law to accept blood. There is no question there. There is no dispute about that. It is the most fundamental of all our tenets. Bobby Donnell gave himself away when he called our faith voodoo. Now, I'm sure to him it is voodoo. But freedom of religion extends to all religions. Whether Bobby Donnell considers them reasonable or not.
Best I can figure, Harper and Shin have butted heads all year, and she's just trying to show support.
Does she control the board?
Pretty much.
All right, look. In victory, you can catch people at their most gracious. So what I'd like to do is take one last crack at Harper, if he's as fair-minded as you say, although, personally, I have not seen that yet. Any word?
Her blood pressure has dropped to 90 and her heart rate is still really high.
Did Fox say when she'd rule?
She promised by tonight.
People have a right to refuse medical treatment on religious grounds. Whether or not Rebecca Washington would refuse a blood transfusion, the truth is, nobody here knows for sure. As a Jehovah's Witness, my suspicion is she would. And therefore, I shift the burden to Mr. Donald to prove otherwise. The fact that Ms. Washington rejected other tenets of this faith does not persuade me she'd reject this one. The fact remains the tenet on transfusions. That goes to the core of the Jehovah's Witness religion in that God treats blood as sacred. Mrs. Washington, are you sure this is what your daughter would want?
I am, Your Honor.
Petitioner's motion for a court order is denied.
She is going to die.
We're adjourned.
She is going to die.
Counsel.
I don't care. You want to hold me in contempt? Do it. I don't care. She is going to die.
I will hold you in contempt.
I'm taking this to the Court of Appeals now.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Lindsay?
Oh, God.
Lindsay?
Get the paramedics.
I think she's hemorrhaging.
Let me see.
Oh, God. I think he's coming out.
What? Get a doctor. Somebody get a doctor.
Oh, he's coming.
You go to medical training, get out of this room now, and that's an order.
I was a nurse.
Lindsay, hold on. Help is coming.
No, oh, my God. He's not waiting. He's coming.
He's not due for a month.
Well, he doesn't know that.
Turn on your back, Lindsay. On your back.
Okay.
Get on your back. Okay. Now, I want you to push on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Where are the paramedics?
Baby's coming now, Mr. Donald.
Atta girl. Now, 1, 2, 3.
Hold on, Lindsay.
Breathe deep, Lindsay. Breathe deep and push.
Now it hurts.
Just hold on, Lindsay.
2.
Shut up. You hold on.
Good. Good. Push.
It's 8 o'clock.
I took a guess. From your weak social skills, I figured you'd have no personal life and that you'd still be working.
Oh, I like that. Can I steal it?
Feel free.
Have a seat.
I know you can, but do you have to?
You don't give up, do you?
Well, the book on you is that you are both compassionate and stubborn. I've seen the stubborn.
And the book on you is you personalize your cases.
Well, Kevin is also a friend. And I thought he was one of yours.
Yeah, which would make his lying to me even more egregious, wouldn't it?
Is that why we're here? Because he lied.
I'm here trying to run a school. You're here apparently to try to tell me how to.
I am only here to try to get you to reconsider.
Asked and answered. Isn't that how it goes?
Look, I did not come here to fight, and I don't really want to go to court. 2-week suspension. That way...
I don't have the authority to suspend him.
Why not?
He doesn't work here anymore. He was fired.
Do you want to go to court, Mr. Harper? Is that what you really, really want?
Seems I do.
Push hard, honey. 1, 2, 3. I see the hand.
Where?
Where do you think? You're one last push away, okay? Now I want you to bear down and push.
Okay.
Push hard.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Push. Here it comes. Okay, here it comes.
Oh, my
Here
God.
it comes. Here it comes.
Oh,
Oh, oh, he's a beauty. Oh, he's a beauty.
Is he okay?
He's perfect. Isn't he perfect? Bobby.
we have a son. We have a son.
You were a big help.
Can I see him, please?
What? In the courtroom? My. And Lindsay, are you guys coming here to this hospital? Well, I don't know what to say, Bobby. Congratulations, man. She's doing the same. I'm gonna give her this news. Maybe that'll wake her up. Okay. See you then. You're not gonna believe this, Beck. Bobby and Lindsay just had a baby boy. She had him right in the courtroom. How about that? Mysterious ways, huh?
Oh, my. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Short labor.
God, look at him.
Does he have a name?
Robert.
You named him after you?
What a shock.
Here's my pager. I'm waiting for a call from the appeals court. Any change with Beck?
No.
It's possible that we can get in tonight. Where's Eleanor?
Bobby?
I'll be right there. I need you and Eleanor to get on Westlaw, see if there's any new cases. All our research isn't here.
Her heart rate's still too high.
Has it gone up any more?
No, it's still 140, but that's dangerous, Mrs. Washington.
But it hasn't gotten any worse.
No.
Well, there's that then. Hey, baby.
So I hear you're delivering babies now.
No change?
No.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lindsay's fine?
Yeah, she's in the room. Go up and see her. Hey, Beck. You're a godmother now. 7 pounds, 2 ounces. Thank you. We just need for you to wake up.
Would anyone like to join me in a prayer?
You stinker!
Previously on The Practice.
I'm pregnant.
Who's the father?
Actually, I'm keeping that confidential. He's basically just a sperm donor. And I'm gonna be a single mom.
That's my rape center pager. My name's Lucy Hatcher. I'm a counselor from the Rape Crisis Center. I saw what happened to her. I freaked.
This was your very first call.
I'm just not cut out for it, Rebecca.
Without your help. Thank you.
Sure.
Get out.
What?
Go! That's my daughter.
She's suffered some pretty tough internal injuries. There's also some swelling in the brain. She's still unconscious and probably will stay that way until, well, the swelling goes down.
Hey, Beck. You're a godmother now. We just need for you to wake up.
S04E10, Dr. Everett, 4148.
Hey.
Oh, my. He already looks bigger.
Yeah, he eats like a hog.
Oh, he's a gorgeous thing.
Yeah, he is. Hey, Beck. They let me in here with little Bobby.
Her neurological responses are improving. Doctor said the swelling's almost completely down.
Come on, Beck. 3 days. Enough is enough.
That is so beautiful, Michael. It's amazing. When are you publishing?
I'm hoping in June.
Is this one here? Is this going to be the cover?
Either that one or this here. This little girl.
Look at her face.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to see something really incredible, Michael? Okay, this is what I call an amazing picture. Look, that's her head and her hands. Yeah. You helped make that. Can you believe it?
Yeah. That's what I came to talk to you about, Eleanor. I'm not sure that I can stick to the deal.
What do you mean?
I want to help parent this baby. I know, the agreement, but when you asked me to be the father,
Well, I asked you to be the donor.
And I thought that
And never mind the agreement. It's a contract. A signed one, Michael.
My lawyer thinks that I can probably get around that.
You've been to a lawyer?
It's one thing to... I thought that... But to have a baby...
You don't have a baby, Michael. I have a baby. You provided sperm.
I don't want her to grow up without a father.
He changed his mind?
Yes, and we have a contract, and he says he's going to try to get around it. He's already been to see a lawyer.
Okay, try to calm down a little. Who is this guy?
His name is Michael Hale. He is a very successful photographer, and he is an old friend.
Friend like friends, or...
It wasn't a romantic relationship, Lucy. His involvement here is purely genetic.
And you have a signed agreement.
Yes, fully executed, terminating all of his rights as a father, and now he wants to go to court and get it voided.
When's the hearing?
I'm not sure. I threw him out. I don't know.
Okay. I'll see if I can get his lawyer to come here before he goes into court. Once we get a judge involved, it's complicated, Eleanor.
I can't believe he's doing this. We have a deal.
Amanda McGowan, please.
You are?
I'm Lizzie Hatcher, rape crisis.
Second door on the right. The doctor's in with her.
Try to get a little rest. I'm gonna go talk to your dad. I'm sorry, who are you?
Lucy Hatcher, rape crisis.
Oh, I already did the rape kit. I need to speak to the father, then I'll be back.
Okay. Amanda, I'm Lucy Hatcher, a counselor from the rape crisis. How old are you? 11.
She's been gone for over 3 hours. They're usually back here in an hour.
Let me check. Excuse me. Could you check on the status of patient Rebecca Washington? She went down to radiology for a CAT scan several hours ago.
Several hours ago?
Yes.
Hold on. Yes, ICU patient Washington Rebecca went for a PET scan and a CAT scan at 7:30. She did? At what time? She's not in her room.
No, she isn't.
No, she isn't. Would you check with patient escorts, please? Thank you. Well, she should be up here shortly.
Well, when did she leave radiology?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm sure she'll be back here shortly. Hold on. ICU. No, she isn't. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm gonna page the doctor.
Yes, before you do that, nurse, I want to know where Miss Washington is.
I don't know.
Oh, who does know?
I don't know.
Is she lost?
At the moment, that's a possibility.
You keep talking to me in terms of contract, but...
Because that's what we have, Michael. You and
I understand. And I fully intended to go through with it, but...
So what's changed?
What's changed is circumstances.
How? Tell me.
Before, I was thinking in terms of genetics, in terms of sperm fertilizing an egg. But when it becomes a person...
The idea was for it to become a person, Michael.
Yes, but I had no conception of how that would affect me. It will be my child.
No, it won't.
And whatever any contract may say...
my child.
All right. Look, none of us wants to turn this into a big mess.
Well, that's exactly what your client is doing.
Eleanor, you were saying...
We're looking for paternity, then joint custody.
Absolutely not.
You
I
did
will not
primary.
raise my child in a split environment, having her pulled between two...
Look, I'm here right now trying to avoid going to court. If you're...
Then go to court, Michael, because there is no way in hell I am going to give you joint custody.
Do you want us to take a minute outside while you two discuss?
My position will not change in a minute.
Then I guess we see you next with a judge.
I'm not looking for a battle, Eleanor.
Well, you've got one, Michael. Come on.
We may not win, Eleanor. The law on this in Massachusetts is untested.
Then we're about to test it.
Listen, I'm not necessarily saying make a deal. But if you agree to some limited custody...
I won't.
My fear is if a judge opens this thing up, there's a risk of full joint custody.
How? We have a contract.
I understand. But what if that contract doesn't hold up?
Are you suggesting, Ms. Garrett, this was not a valid contract?
I'm suggesting that there was no meeting of the minds. It's the equivalent of a mistake.
A mistake?
Yes, Mr. Hale had no idea what he was giving up.
Now, wait a second.
Your Honor, this contract violates public policy. There is no question that if my client wanted to surrender a child for adoption, he couldn't do that legally until 4 days after the child was born. And why is that? Because the law doesn't want parents signing away their rights before they know what's really at stake.
Mr. Hale always knew exactly what was at stake when...
How can you make that claim?
Because he executed a contract.
Yes, and perhaps there should be a presumption in favor of that agreement, but it can't be irrebuttable. Not when you're talking about a child. And there will be a child that this very much affects. And that's what's dawning on my client here. His daughter will come to him one day, like it or not, and she may ask why she didn't get to have a father. What is he supposed to do then? Hold up a contract?
All right. I want to hear from the parties on this.
Why?
Because if Mr. Hale is claiming no meeting of the minds, I want to explore exactly what they thought they were agreeing to. 2 o'clock.
Jimmy, please don't take this the wrong way, because I know you're here to support me and I really appreciate it. But that was a horrible performance in there. If a contract is clear on its face, which this one is, you do not go behind it to explore the intent of the parties. There was nothing ambiguous in the language, and you should have been screaming that instead.
Eleanor, this isn't an ordinary contract.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
If you believe that, you're not thinking clearly. Now listen to me. That judge was not about to rule on the face of the language. Not when it involves a child. He's taking into account best interests. You know it as well as I do.
Fine. Then I want to go after Michael as unfit.
With what?
I'll tell you what.
We are looking into it, I assure you.
You're looking into it?
How do you lose a patient?
It's possible that she could have been brought to another patient's room who also has the name Washington. And we're checking that out now.
What are the other possibilities?
Well, she could have regained consciousness. She could be roaming around the building.
Would she be strong enough?
Well, she'd be weak, but she had no injuries that would prevent her from being ambulatory.
Hello. I'm Natalie Clarkson from Patient Relations. There's a problem?
Yes, there's a problem. You've lost my daughter.
Okay, and she was last seen where?
She was last seen unconscious.
Helene.
They've lost Rebecca, Bobby. And now they send someone from customer service? You have lost my daughter, who is in a coma.
What are you two whispering about?
There is another Washington, a Regina Washington, who is currently...
What room is she in?
Well, she's listed as being in surgery right now. She's having her kidney removed.
Hey, Luce.
Helen.
Hi, Amanda. How you doing?
I'm okay. Amanda, this is Helen Gamble. She's a district attorney. She's gonna get the guy who did this to you.
I heard you talked a little bit to the police. Can I speak to you, too? Your dad said it would be okay if I asked you some questions.
We can trust her. She's here to help.
Good news is we caught him. At least I'm pretty sure of it. What I was wondering is... I was wondering whether you'd be able to look at what we call a police lineup.
What's that?
Well, you look at 5 men standing side by side, and you point to the man who did it. If you see him.
No.
Well, Amanda...
No, I don't want to see him. Let me talk to Miss Gamble 1 second. Does she have to?
The rape kit turned up nothing. No semen, no DNA. This whole case comes down to eyewitness testimony.
So what, it would be her word against his?
No, we have another eyewitness. A woman saw it from a balcony.
Can't you just arrest on that?
Yes, but the truth is, if Amanda IDs him now in a lineup, our case gets better. And she's more likely to ID him at trial.
I don't think she's strong enough emotionally to see him. I really don't.
I'll push it through arraignment. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you.
There just wasn't any room in my life for a family. As a photojournalist, I'm always leaving for Bosnia or Vietnam, you name it. I never even considered having a child.
Until Miss Frudd asked for your help.
I knew she wanted a baby. And when she approached me to be the donor, it just felt right. And I knew how great she'd be with a child. And I thought if I could do that for her, give her that chance, how could that be wrong?
You signed an agreement
Yes.
relinquishing your rights as a father to this child.
All I can say is I made a mistake. I wanted it to work. I signed the contract thinking it would. But this isn't some abstract gift I can give. It's a child. My child, who deserves to grow up with the love of her father.
When you negotiated this agreement, did you have a lawyer?
Yes.
You intended to give up your rights to this child.
Yes, but as I said...
And now you want the court to disregard your intent.
I'm asking that my current intent be given more weight, especially since it serves the best interest of this child.
Let's consider then the interests of your son, Mr. Hale, the one who's 7 years old.
Objection.
Overruled. What son is this?
Mr. Hale, 7 years ago, a girlfriend of yours had a child.
I was young. I wasn't ready to act like a father.
But now you are.
Yes, now I am.
Are you being a father to this 7-year-old boy?
No.
Why not? You don't think he needs the love of his father?
Objection.
Overruled.
Have you even met that son, Mr. Hale?
Look, I lost the chance to know my son. I can't just walk up to a 7-year-old kid and introduce myself. But here, I have a chance to be there from the start.
Ever tell my client you could never be responsible enough to raise a child?
I once thought that, but I...
Oh, you changed your mind on that, too.
People mature, Mr. Berluti.
Is breaking a contract a sign of maturity?
Have you ever been a father, sir?
No, but you have. 7 years ago, you failed. You're still failing.
Objection.
Overruled.
And now you put this woman under stress while she's 8 months pregnant.
That's not my intent.
You know your intent?
Objection.
Withdrawn. How many months a year are you in town, Mr. Hale?
I'm willing to adjust my lifestyle to be here more.
You have a girlfriend, sir?
I do.
How old is she?
What relevance does her
The
age...
witness has suggested that he's growing up. How old is your girlfriend, sir?
She's 20.
Ever been convicted of anything?
Objection.
Whether he has a record, I think, speaks to his fitness as a parent.
I'll allow it.
Ever been convicted of anything, sir? Let's make it easy. Ever been convicted in the last year?
Yes.
Drugs?
Possession of marijuana.
Are you a pothead?
No, I'm not.
But you smoke dope.
I have used it recreationally, very occasionally.
But you've probably changed your mind about that now, right?
It wasn't her. So wherever she is, she's still got both kidneys. Not a funny joke.
May I ask a question? Has this happened before?
Not often, but it has happened. We're searching radiology. After that, we're going through every floor, every room.
Who took her? Somebody had to wheel her out of the CAT scan.
Yes, the escort who was to bring Rebecca back to the ICU finished work at noon. We haven't been able to find him either. He's not at home, and he doesn't have a cell. Look, obviously, I can't excuse this. All I can say, I know she's somewhere in the building, and we'll find her.
Is nothing beneath you.
Sir, you're represented by counsel.
We have been maybe best friends most of our adult lives, and you attack me like that for what? Legal strategy?
You think that was legal strategy? I'm protecting my daughter.
Your turn comes next.
Case number 3216, Commonwealth versus Bruce Wilson. Rape of a minor under the age of 12.
Joshua Pashman for the defense, Your Honor. We waive reading. We'd be seeking personal recognizance.
Opposed?
My client has strong roots in this community.
No job, lives in a housing project. We consider him dangerous as well as a flight risk.
Bail is denied.
Move for a probable cause.
Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, I haven't yet spoke with our witness.
Why are you filing charges? Confer with your witness, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Miss Gamble, I'm Amanda's father.
Oh. I'm very sorry.
What's gonna happen?
Well, we have a probable cause hearing, so I need to find the woman who witnessed it.
She's right there.
Michael and I have been friends for a long time. I chose him as a donor because I liked him, for genetic reasons, and most of all because I trusted him on his word.
But you don't want him as a co-parent.
That's why we signed this agreement.
Could you tell me your main objection?
I don't believe I need a man in my life to raise a happy, healthy daughter. There are a lot of single mothers today who are doing whatever it takes to fulfill their responsibilities as a parent. Moreover, if I were sharing those responsibilities with a man, I never would have chosen Michael Hale.
Why don't you want him to participate?
Because I'm not in love with him. And he doesn't love me. And now, I don't trust him. I got pregnant. I changed my life based on promises he broke. And if we were forced together as co-parents, our entire relationship would be grounded in betrayal. And that mistrust would most definitely harm this child.
But is it better for the child to lose contact with her father?
In this case, yes. It would be better for my daughter to have one loving parent than to be thrown into a situation that is already filled with tension and acrimony.
Are you suggesting Mr. Hale is unfit to be a father?
How can I trust him to? Look at his history. Look at how he's behaved here. This is as irresponsible as it is arbitrary. I am 8 months pregnant. I'm in court. He has put me under stress, put the baby under stress, all on his sudden whim that he wants to be involved.
Well, if you agreed to let him parent, you wouldn't be in court.
Your Honor, he may be well-intentioned, but what's his real motivation? Who's to say this isn't about guilt over abandoning a son, about redemption, about himself rather than any real desire to be a father?
So you don't need a man to help you raise a child. Are you currently with a man, Ms. Frutt?
No.
If you were currently involved with a man, would you still be having a child as a single parent?
I don't know, Miss Garrett. If I were sharing my life with a man, I would likely expect him to be a part of this decision. But I was not involved with anybody at the time that I made this contract. I was not involved with your client, nor am I involved with anybody now. I would never have chosen to have a child with him.
Ms. Frutt, if you were convinced that Mr. Hale would in fact be a model father, would you change your position?
No. Because I'm not in love with him. And I never...
I understand. But let's be fair. Then you are talking about what you want, not necessarily the best interests of the child.
I don't accept that, Your Honor. Because I don't accept your hypothetical that he could ever be a model parent.
You consider yourself an authority on parenthood?
I consider myself an authority on my child.
Are you aware of studies, including one from the U.S. Justice Department, that show children from single-parent homes are more likely to drop out of school, more likely to commit crimes?
Most of those studies are pertaining to impoverished families. I have financial means.
Yes, because you work. Plan to continue working?
Yes.
When do you plan to go back to work, Ms. Frutt?
I'm not sure.
Within 3 years?
Yes.
Are you aware of the studies showing that the child's attachment to the working mother can be significantly harmed?
I'm aware of the studies that reject that position. Some even say a child can benefit from their experiences at daycare.
Do you plan to put the child in daycare?
I will not be cross-examined on whether or
Miss
not...
Frutt, if you go back to work full-time, you won't be the only primary caregiver. Who will help you?
I plan to hire.
You haven't yet.
No, because I haven't needed to yet.
So we don't know who this other primary caregiver will be. You just don't want it to be her father.
He is not the father. He is a sperm donor.
Okay. Are you aware of the U.S. Department of Education report that says children do better in schools when their fathers are involved?
Well, I would be very surprised if that study embraced non-resident fathers.
Well, it did, but my question was, did you even read the study?
No.
So what studies on single parenting did you rely on before deciding to become a single mother? Are you aware, for example, that single-parent children are more likely to be antisocial, more likely to suffer from anxiety, depression, hyperactivity, are more likely to need psychiatric care, are more likely to commit suicide as a teenager, more likely to drop out of school?
More likely than who? Children of married, intact parents? What about divorced parents? Are their children more likely?
So you are an authority. Do you know the statistics, Ms. Frutt?
I know all the risks, Miss Garrett.
And you simply decided to assume them on behalf of your daughter in her best interest.
Objection. This is badgering
It
now.
is no such thing. I am merely trying to ascertain whether the witness knows of these studies, knows of these statistics, as she boldly claims she knows what's best for her daughter.
I know I am not a statistic fighting to survive. I have choices. And I know my daughter would be better off without your client as a co-parent.
Because you make no room for the possibility that he can change. And you don't want to give him the chance to change, do you, Miss Frutt? Because it's not what you want. Please say it for the record. Because one day, your daughter may want to read it.
Well, hello there.
Where am I?
Not Las Vegas, tell you that.
What happened?
What happened? You need to ask what happened? You had a baby.
What do you mean I had a baby?
You had a little baby girl, 7 pounds, 2 ounces. A beautiful little baby.
What are you talking about?
Maybe you better lie back down.
No, you lie back down. I didn't have a baby. I was blown up, that's what I was.
What's wrong? Says she didn't have a baby, she was blown up. I know how you feel. My first child until they gave me the epidural.
Didn't have a baby. What's wrong with you people? Can I get a phone? I did not have a baby.
Can we make a call for you?
Yes. Bobby Donald, 753.
I know Bobby Donald. He had a baby, too.
Where the hell am I? Is this some rubber room or something? I was blown up. I didn't have a baby.
Roberta, you need to calm down.
My name is not Roberta. It's Rebecca. I was never pregnant. I didn't have a baby. I never had a baby. I don't want a baby. Can you get that through your baby happy head?
Yes, you were blown up. This is the missing patient. Your name is Rebecca?
Yes. Single, without child.
This is the missing patient.
And after he ran off, I took her and her father to the hospital.
Are you sure about the man you saw?
Yes. He lives in the building. I know who he is.
Miss Tritter, I smell alcohol. Have you been drinking?
I've had a few beers. It's been a day.
At the time you saw the rape, were you drinking then?
2 beers.
Our probable cause hearing is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'd prefer you not drink before that.
Okay.
Dr. Lenchel, CICU. Dr. Lenchel, CICU.
Rebecca!
Mom.
Oh, are you all right?
I don't know. Everybody keeps telling me I had a baby and that Bobby had a baby. I don't know what's going on.
There was a Roberta Washington who checked out.
Rebecca, I'm Dr. Emmerich. Can I just look in your eyes for a second?
It's a miracle. I don't know what happened. I mean, I remember some explosion and then these wackos keep telling me everybody's having babies.
Beck, Lindsay and I did have a baby. A little boy. Robert Gordon Donald.
You had a baby?
Yeah.
Did I?
How's it going?
Well, I'm studying up. I'll be ready.
Am I being selfish?
No. What's best for that baby?
Not him.
Then that's the answer. Period.
Thank you.
I'll be ready, Eleanor. We ain't losing this.
Okay. Okay.
And when I looked down from the window, that's when I saw him.
Him being?
That man. He was raping the girl.
Are you sure it was him?
Positive.
Thank you, Miss Tritter.
No questions.
You can step down, ma'am. Miss Gamble, it's thin, but I'm finding probable cause. Defendant is bound over for trial, and trial is scheduled for March 12th. Defendant goes back into custody. We're adjourned.
Miss Gamble? Can I talk to you?
Sure.
Will my drinking have to come up at the trial?
Yes, Miss Tritter.
You can call me Michelle.
Michelle. It will definitely come up at trial. The defendant's lawyer is going to try to discredit you with your drinking.
I seen stuff on the news about this already. I just recently met a guy, and I'm also trying to get a job, you know? If he makes me out this big alcoholic...
Listen, I won't lie to you. It'll be rough. You're basically our entire case.
What about the girl?
Well, she's not in the best emotional shape right now. I really need you, Michelle.
Okay.
There is simply no basis whatsoever for denying Michael Hale some limited custody. Every study has shown undeniably the child's psychological well-being is best served with a connection to the father. For young children, it affects cognitive development, social competence, the ability to trust. Some studies have even linked the father's involvement to a higher IQ. Paternal involvement during middle childhood has been known to have a positive effect on school success. Your Honor, these studies are as sobering as they are unanimous. Fatherless kids are more susceptible to depression, more likely to commit crimes, to drop out of school, to commit suicide, 11 times more likely to be violent, more likely to abuse drugs. Does this mean a single mother can't successfully raise a child? Of course not. It happens a lot. And to be fair, studies also show that parental conflict can have a negative impact. But the likelihood is that this child will be better off with a connection to her dad. All we're asking for is that he be allowed to be involved. with virtually every study, every child psychologist concurring that this is in the best interests of the child, how can Ms. Frutt say no? How can she not be willing to even give Michael Hale a chance? If he's willing to adjust his work, to change his lifestyle, if he's matured and he's ready to accept responsibility. Eleanor Frutt doesn't want to give him that chance because she wants to maintain complete control over that baby. And even if Michael Hale were the perfect father, she would hold fast to that position. That is a selfish position. It has absolutely nothing to do with the best interests of this baby.
Eleanor,
I want to respond.
let me.
Jimmy, I want
Eleanor, sit. I read all those studies. I spoke with several experts, and Ms. Garrett's right. Better the child have some connection to her father. Better he be involved in her life right from the start. That's the best case scenario. But that scenario wasn't available to Eleanor Frutt. She wasn't with a man. She decided she wanted to be a single parent. So she went to a friend and asked him to be a donor. She never would have done so had there been a condition of his parental involvement. Never. All these studies, none of them apply to this particular situation. As for the best interests of this particular child, yes, we maintain she is better off with Eleanor acting as a single parent. Better off without Mr. Hale. He failed with his son. He's never exercised any real degree of maturity or responsibility. There are plenty of studies to show the damage caused to a child when a bond is broken once a parent takes off. We maintain it's a risk letting this baby become emotionally attached to Mr. Hale. Ms. Garrett says, why not try? Let's just see. What's the harm? Well, it does do harm in failure. There are studies to show that. Eleanor Frutt is the only person who can be trusted with this child's welfare. She's the only one who's earned that trust. We don't let sperm donors from sperm banks across the country, we don't let them change their minds, start requesting DNA tests so they can track down their offspring and insert themselves into the kids' lives. He's looking for special treatment just because he knows where his sperm went. A deal was made. Michael Hale has made no demonstration with his past or present behavior that his involvement as a parent would run to the benefit of this child. Accordingly, I would ask the court not to overturn the rights of my client pursuant to this valid, legally enforceable contract.
Why can't it just be over? I want it to be over.
Honey, all they need is for you to testify as to what happened and who did it.
Please, Daddy.
Look, we don't have to talk about this right now.
Hey, how's it going?
You tell us.
Could I talk to you outside for a second? All I have is an eyewitness from a considerable distance who was probably under the influence. Even with your daughter testifying, she's easily shakeable, Mr. McGowan.
What are you telling me?
It doesn't look good.
He lives in our building. You have to get him, Miss Campbell. He lives in our building. You can't lose this bastard.
It'll be tough, Mr. McGowan.
He lives in our building.
All rise.
Be seated.
I've never had a case like this. There's contract law, and there's best interests of the child. As a matter of public policy, I have to give the latter more weight. Ms. Frutt, all the prevailing studies favor a child's connection with a father. While I don't doubt a single mother can successfully raise a child, I don't think single parenting gives you or your daughter an advantage. I certainly salute your resolve and fortitude. But I'm reminded of Penelope Leach's words. Why is it socially reprehensible for a man to leave a baby fatherless, but courageous or admirable for a woman to have a baby whom she knows will be so? In looking at this particular case, I don't know whether this child will be better served by Ms. Frutt acting alone or with Mr. Hale's involvement. It's crystal ball gazing, and I just don't know. And I don't like to rule on statistical probabilities. Without clear and convincing evidence, I'm going to let the contract tip the scale. I find the agreement at issue here valid. Plaintiff's legal rights as a father are thereby terminated. The request to add Mr. Hale's name to the birth certificate upon delivery is denied, and we are adjourned.
You stinker!